Today I wanted to do something a little bit different, which is review a new bass drum pedal that I got recently. And just wanted to give you kind of some feedback, what I think about it, help you guys decide whether you want to check it out or not. Alright, so we're checking out the Jojo Mayer Perfect Balance pedal made by Sonor. This is it here. One thing I like about this is it does come with a pretty nice carrying case. Keep it tucked away, keep it from getting scratched and banged up in your gig bag. Couple things to note that are a little bit different. It does have a strap instead of a chain, which I personally like, and this has it's a rubber strap with Kevlar embedded in it, so in theory it should last just about forever. Kevlar is what they make bulletproof vests out of. The one other thing that's a little bit unique about this pedal is it's got a collapsing mechanism. It's kind of different. It's got a button on the inside here, and when you press the button, the entire pedal collapses. What you can do is take the spring off. It actually has this fancy little magnet here to kind of hold it in place. And then you collapse it. The whole thing folds down flat. Throw it in your case, and you're good to go. Okay. Another thing that I like about this pedal is the footboard is just a little bit longer than your average pedal. It's good for my foot. I have a foot that's about a 9.5, 10. If you do heel taps for doubles, it works pretty well for that. And otherwise, even if you don't, it's just got a nice feel to it. You don't ever feel like you're cramped or falling off the pedal. You know, it's got some spurs. The metal feels pretty solid. One of the things I did do is I swapped out the beater for a beater that's got a little more solid sound with the adjustable weight and adjustable angle of the head, so I can get it kind of dialed in to the bass drum a little better. But the pedal has some nice adjustments. You've got a spring and rotation adjustment here. You've got an Allen key right here, and you can adjust that and adjust where the actual beater is in relation to the pedal here. Other than that, they keep it really simple, very nice and quiet. One other thing that separates this from the other pedals out there is that instead of an elliptical, pretty much a circle. And so you get the same movement and force kind of all the way through, which is where the kind of perfect balance idea comes from. Let's throw it on the drum, and we'll play it a little bit, and you guys can see what you think. Your days of tightening up your pedal and readjusting every time you get to a gig are kind of over. Once you slip this on when it's folded back a little bit, all you do is push it forward till it locks into place. Everything's tightened, it remembers your measurements, and there's no other adjustments. And it's just as quick to get it off. You push the button, pull it back, boom, it's off. As far as the pedal being quiet, let me give you a quick comparison. I have an older Pearl slave pedal that I have next to this pedal. This is not a great comparison, but I just want to show you what the difference is from that old pedal, which is, you know, it's usable, especially if you're miking the bass drum from the other side. But this pedal, when I let go, you can hear the amount of sound. Okay, now let me show you the Pearl pedal when I let go. Let's see what happens. Let's do that again. Okay, so there's a huge difference, and part of that difference is in the chain and where the chain connects, and at the base of the pedal where it connects. There's a lot of metal on metal, and that metal on metal makes a lot of sound. In addition to that, the Pearl pedal has a lot of sway left and right, and this pedal has almost no sway left and right. It's a very solid pedal. Let's get to a little bit of playing. right, so that's the JoJo Mayer pedal by Sonor, the Perfect Balance pedal. The only complaints I have really are that initially I was having some squeaks and some noises coming from the pedal that I wasn't happy with, especially for the price. The pedal's, I think, just sub $300. I actually had to go through and tighten things up. There were some things that were a little bit loose as it came in the package. In addition to that, after playing with it for maybe a week or two, I continued to have some squeaks, and I started to look a little closely. Where the spring attaches, and this is common on most pedals, it's metal on metal. And that metal on metal was squeaking. So I took a little bit of grease and greased it up, and that pretty much eliminated the squeaking. Unfortunately, you get a little bit of grease on your fingers when you're taking the spring off of the pedal. I think a lot of pedals are like that. I've had that experience with quite a few pedals that I have. So not a deal breaker or anything like that. Check it out. Go down to the store and play it a little bit. See what you think. I like it. It's fast. It doesn't feel like the pedal's getting in your way. You know, I don't think that you're necessarily going to be able to play any faster with this pedal than another pedal. It's almost invisible. It feels good, and it's quiet and smooth. So, all right, that's it. Check it out.